Hello, Tamara Green here for A Course in Miracles lesson 100. I'm doing the happy dance. We made it to 100. This is great. I'm so happy today. Very good. All right. We are going to do 3 things that is going to be very helpful for walking for years to come. When you have these 3 ingredients, there's more probably too, but you really create very healthy walking into your, elderly years. So one is creating a stretch in that lower back, balance, and also keeping the ankle strong and loose all at the same time. All right. So I'm going to lower the camera a little bit so you can see I'm taking my hands like this, I'm grabbing my knee and I'm pulling it up, so that's creating a nice stretch in the lower back. But at the same time, you can see I'm balancing, all right? And then while I'm doing this, I'm literally rotating my ankle around in one direction and then the other direction. All right, now, if you need to hold on, don't worry about it. It's okay. You can use one hand to pull your knee up and then rotate, all right? Okay, so let's get started. You pull one leg up and then you begin to rotate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse the ankle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Lower that leg. And now the other leg. So rotate the ankle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very good. That's a good thing to do. All right. Here we go. Lesson number 100. My part is essential for God's plan for salvation. My part is essential to God's plan for salvation. Just as God's Son completes his Father, so your part in it completes your Father's plan. Salvation must reverse the mad belief in separate thoughts and separate bodies, which lead separate lives and go their separate ways. One function shared by separate minds unites them in one purpose, for each one of them is equally essential to them all. God's will for you is perfect happiness. Why should you choose to go against his will? The part that he has saved for you to take in working out his plan is given you that you might be restored to what he wills. This part is as essential to his plan as to your happiness. Your joy must be complete to let his plan be understood by those to whom he sends you. They will see their function in your shining face and hear God's calling to them in your happy laugh. You are indeed essential to God's plan. Without your joy, his joy is incomplete. Without your smile, the world cannot be saved. While you are sad, the light of that God himself appointed as the means to save the world is dim and lusterless, and no one laughs because all laughter can but echo yours. You are indeed essential to God's plan. Just as your light increases every light that shines in heaven, so your joy on earth calls to all minds to let their sorrows go and take their place beside you in God's plan. God's messengers are joyous, and their joy heals sorrow and despair. They are the proof that God wills perfect happiness for all who will accept their Father's gifts as theirs. We will not let ourselves be sad today, for if we do, we fail to take the part that is essential to God's plan as well as to our vision. Sadness is the sign that you would play another part instead of what has been assigned to you by God. Thus, you fail to show the world how great the happiness he wills for you. And so you do not recognize that it is yours. Today we will attempt to understand joy is our function here. If you are sad, your part is unfulfilled, and all the world is thus deprived of joy along with you. God asks you to be happy so the world can see how much He loves His Son and wills no sorrow rises to abate His joy, no fear besets Him to disturb His peace. You are God's messenger today. You bring His happiness to all you look upon, His peace to everyone who looks on you and sees His message in your happy face. We will prepare ourselves for this today in our 5-minute practice periods by feeling happiness arise in us according to our Father's will and ours. Begin the exercise with the thought today's idea contains. Then realize your part is to be happy. Only this is asked of you or anyone who wants to take his place among God's messengers. Think what this means. You have indeed been wrong in your belief that sacrifice is asked. You but receive according to God's plan and never lose or sacrifice or die. Now, let us try to find that joy that proves to us and all the world God's will for us. It is your function that you find it here and that you find it now. For this you came. Let this one be the day, let this one be the day that you succeed. Look deep within you, undismayed by all the little thoughts and foolish goals you passed as you ascend to meet the Christ in you. He will be there, and you can reach Him now. What could you rather look upon in place of Him who waits that you may look on Him? What little thought has power to hold you back? What foolish goal can keep you from success when He calls to you, which He who calls to you is God Himself? He will be there. You are essential to His plan. You are the messenger today, and you must find what He would have you give. Do not regret the idea for today between your hourly practice periods if your self who calls to you today. And it is Him you answer every time you tell yourself you are essential to God's plan for the salvation of the world. So 100 is my part is essential to God's plan for salvation. So I don't know if you've noticed over the past, all these lessons that I often have a smile on my face, and it's not fake at all. I feel happy when I do these lessons with you. I feel happy. Just reading these words of truth make me feel happy. And so many people that I work with, my clients, I have helped many, many people find true love, long-lasting love in their life, like single men and women. And at first, they're looking outside of them to find their happiness. I won't be happy until, fill in the blank, he comes into my life, I'm in a relationship. And lo and behold, that person comes into their life and then they're still not feeling completely happy. And they said, they say things like, Tamara, I thought I was going to be fulfilled and happy. Well, you can never find it outside of yourself. Never. It's always an inside job, right? So when you read these words of truth, that's one way of finding happiness. And even if your ego is telling you that's not true, just keep repeating it every hour for 5 minutes every hour. Just keep repeating it. Eventually you get to that place where you stop doubting it and you just, my part is essential to God's plan and salvation. And happiness is part of that plan. And you also see that when I'm doing exercise or even reading or talking at my little commentary at the end, I'm often smiling. And the reason is because research shows that if you smile for 2 minutes, guess what? It starts releasing happy hormones, endorphins, oxytocin, dopamine. It feels good to smile. So 2 minutes of smiling literally creates more smiling, more happiness. And the other thing I want to say for today's lesson is my husband has told me so many times over the years that, when you're working with clients, I hear so much laughter going on. Like, are you really doing, therapy and coaching up there? Like, what's going on here? And I said, listen, healing, there's a lot of fun in healing. We're laughing at ourselves, or we're laughing at our own silliness, or we're just, smiling and passing the joy back and forth between us. So yes, lots of laughter and fun is all part of happiness. All right. May you be well. May you feel safe. May you have lots of laughter and fun. And may you be at peace. Bye for now.